who is in your Premier League 2020/21 team this season? That's what we're asking over the next few weeks. This is episode 3 of the series. But today, so far we've had 2 West Ham fans, but today we are dipping out of the West Ham fan community. And I'm joined by Gary, who's an Arsenal fan. Gary, how are you?
Not too bad, thank you.
Good. Come on then. Some of Arsenal's season for us, briefly.
Abysmal, really. Showed signs of progression and then dips off, and then they show signs of progression again, and it's just not a good season. Not much can be said, really.
Yeah, I know. I mean, these shows like Spurs as well have dipped this season, which has helped us get to where we are. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens next season.
I'll tell you what, though,
without...
an outside chance of getting through the back door into the Europa League today. Sort of quietly confident on that one because we got Brighton and Tottenham have got Leicester. And Everton have Man City, I believe.
Yeah, they do. Yes, there's tough games, and they're trying to get into the conference. That is for sure. Right then. So before we do go any further, I'd like to thank our sponsors for this series, the Blowing Bubbles online magazine. You can check their link in the description down below. And if you use the discount code at checkout, Jake Cox, you can get £5 off a yearly subscription of 11 magazines. So check that out using the link in the description down below. And without further ado, we'll get straight on in with your team then, Gareth. So who've you gone for in goal?
I've gone for Martinez from Aston Villa.
Yeah, fantastic season he's had, definitely, that's for sure.
I suppose you could argue that Martinez has had more clean sheets, but with the defence that Man City have got, he's going to get more clean sheets. To go to a team like Aston Villa, who were pretty much down and out last season, and to get a goalkeeper like Emi Martinez, who hasn't really played that much for Arsenal, and have a season like he had, 15 clean sheets, I believe, and in the top 5 of saves for the season in the Premier League. So I think, a wonderful season for him.
Yeah, he's got that dominance in the box. Many people have actually picked him. Dominance in the box. He's a fantastic shot stopper. Pulled us some fantastic saves this season. But we'll move.
One of the reasons why Aston Villa are going to finish mid-table, I believe.
Yeah, that's for sure. So we'll move into your back 4. Let's start on the right. Who've you gone for at right back?
I think I went for Wan-Bissaka. Did I go for? Was it Wan-Bissaka or Cancelo? I can't remember. Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka, yeah. It evaded me a minute there. Another pretty similar to the reasons for Martinez. I think he's been a strong, pivotal member of United squad this season. I mean, they had a bad start, as did quite a few teams, really. And they've just been strong, like Man City since just before Christmas, really, and they've just carried on. Him and Johnny Ever, him and Shaw have been probably their best players.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I completely agree. Shaw's really gone on this season. Of Wan-Bissaka, there was question marks when they bought him, I think, for £50 million, but I think he's slowly returning. A favour in his form.
Yeah.
So we will move on into your centre back pairing. Who's your first of your 2 centre backs?
I went for Johnny Evans. I just feel that Leicester's season has been a phenomenal season for them. I know that possibly looks like they're going to miss out on Champions League again, but to win the FA Cup for the first time, another one who's been if the ball needs clearing, he's there.
Yeah. a very old school defender, and he's really come on this season.
Yeah.
And I thought, this perhaps
and he
could have
didn't
been
cost him a
the
lot,
end
I
of
don't
his.
believe.
No, I thought this could have been, really his end of his career, but he's really pushed on this season and excelled alongside whoever he's had by his side, whether it's Fofana, Soyuncu, whoever. They've been a really solid defence. But who is your second centre back then?
Reuben Diaz. I would believe that majority of the people that have put in teams are going to have him in their squad. He's got to be player of the season for me. I mean, if you looked at the centre back pairing last season, they were a bit hit and miss for Man City. This season, he's been, the best centre back in the league, without a doubt.
Yeah. Stones and Diaz have really consolidated their only kind of downfall that they've had in the last season or two, and really rounded off to make a pretty much perfect team and perfect squad.
Yeah, and if you look at all the pundits, I believe every single one of them's got him in their team of the season.
Yeah, and he's really shored up that defence where they've had problems in the last year or two. But we'll move out onto the left-hand side then. Who have you gone for at left back?
I've gone for Cancelo. He plays in various different places, but he's pretty versatile as well. I know he had a bit of a bad game in the last game, got sent off, but another one that's probably not far behind Reuben Diaz for Man City, to be honest.
Yeah, another player that they've got in, it seems like now another 50 million quid well spent to really kind of finish off their squad. Now, obviously, they're going to have to look to buy a striker or someone who can fit into that Sergio Aguero role now, as he's leaving in the summer. But Man City, I think their third and fourth team could easily compete in the Premier League. It's just when you spend money rightly, that's what you get.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, I mean, Manchester United spend a lot of money, but they don't spend it wisely. 80 million quid on Harry Maguire. Make of that what you wish. He's been decent, but not 80 million pounds, that's for sure.
No.
Yeah. So we'll move on into your midfield then. So who's the first of your two central midfielders?
Fernandes.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes. Phenomenal. Yeah. Absolutely phenomenal. I had to write a few things down so I can remember, but 18 goals, 12 assists that's just in the Premier League. Phenomenal. I know a majority of those goals have been penalties, but still, you've still got to put it away.
Yeah, you have.
He's the majority of Man United's goals have been, he's been in there somewhere, whether it be the assist or part of the link-up play. He's just, if he's not their player of the season, I don't know who will be.
Yeah, I mean, him and Cavani and these players have really excelled in the second part of the season to consolidate that second position. But who's going to go alongside him as your second central midfielder?
I went for Foden, but he does play on the wing as well. But he hasn't started every game, but he never turns.
Nobody does.
Unless he has to, he doesn't turn back. He always drives forward. And his first touch on the ball is just outstanding for a player of his age.
Yeah.
I mean, I've watched some of his TikTok videos where he's doing keepy ups in his garden in his socks, and it's just,
Yeah. Fantastic young player, and I feel you said he doesn't start every game. Nobody starts every game in that Manchester City squad. I mean, only the keeper, and then
if you're doing a fantasy football team, it's so difficult to put a Man City player in unless you put Edison in.
Yeah. Yeah, because he is the only real player that starts every game. But yet again, Scott Carson played a couple of weeks ago, so very unpredictable because he's got talent everywhere. Pep Guardiola to choose from, that is for sure. But we'll move
I've
out.
written down he's in the few games that he's played, he's scored 8 goals and assisted 5 goals, but probably been involved in more than that.
Yeah, a playmaker, that's for sure. But we'll move out onto the right-hand side then of midfield, and who have you picked?
Mason Mount.
Yeah, he is really excelled this season, hasn't
he? Another one that drives forward all the time, and I think he's going to have a great career at Chelsea. He's going to be there for quite a few years.
Yeah, I mean, there was question marks whether he was good enough. Frank Lampard kept on playing him, but this season, Frank Lampard's now in, but he's really proved the doubters wrong, I think, and it's going to be a massive
And
season for him if he can boost up any more
of the season, he's
than
probably
he
not
did.
that far behind Foden. For young player of the season,
no, he's fantastic player with definitely. I mean, he's still young, isn't he? So there's still a lot of time for him to grow even further. Right then, so we'll move on to the left hand side. Then this is a very, very good team. Who've we got on the left hand side of midfield?
Salah, Mo Salah. The season Liverpool have had. I mean, they've come back well. It looks like they're going to possibly squeeze in a Champions League place. But in the scrappy season that they've had to be level with Harry Kane on 22 goals for the Golden Boot, he's a phenomenal player. Over the last, was it 4 seasons for Liverpool, he's been just outstanding for them.
Yeah. He just bangs in the goals, and I think I was watching Sky Sports today, and a Liverpool fan said he's the selfish one out of all three of their kind of attack, and the only thing the only thing he thinks of when he gets in the box is shoot and goal.
Half the
time
he doesn't even look at the goal; he just knows instinctively where to put it.
Oh yeah, he's definitely got the talent. But we'll move into your striker force then. Who's your first of your 2 strikers?
Bamford, Patrick Bamford. I don't know if many people would have picked him, but for a team that's been struggling to get up back into the Premier League, and then majority of Leeds fans that I know have wrote Patrick Bamford off, and to score he scored 16 goals and assisted 7. So
gone onto the radar.
They're going to finish 9th, 10th, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I think about 10 have come in so far. And I think you're the only one that's put Patrick Bamford in there, and that's an interesting one. When I saw that, I thought, and you said 16 goals. That's really, really gone under the radar in a fantastic season in Leeds' first season back in the Premier League.
Yeah. So whether he's going to be the same again next season, I don't know. But this season, I think he's been a great asset for Leeds.
Yeah. Perhaps Leeds will get second season syndrome like Sheffield United did, but we'll just have to wait and see. Right. So your second striker, I think pretty much everyone has put him in this. Put them in their side, and this pains you to say it, I know. But who's your second striker?
22 goals, 13 assists. And Tottenham, another team that have had a scrappy season. I mean, I can't remember when it was, but they were top of the league at one point, and for all the world looked like they were going to stay there. But no, they couldn't miss out on Europe altogether.
Yeah, and he is going to be on the way out perhaps to Manchester City. I don't know where he will go, but we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, fantastic player, and he just scores goals. Him and Salah have been in the majority of people's team in the season so far, and yeah, as much as it pains us to say it, Harry Kane, he's had another fantastic season.
Yeah.
So we'll have a look. So we will overview your team, and then we'll see who you've got to manage this squad. So if you switch around, perhaps if you want Mount and Salah, you've got Martinez in goal, Cancelo, Evans, Diaz, Wan-Bissaka, Salah, Fernandes, Foden, and Mount. That midfield. Bamford and Kane up front. That's a pretty decent 11. But who's going to manage this squad? Who's been your manager of the season, Gary?
Well, a lot of people probably picked Pep because he could possibly get the unconventional treble. But yeah, for me, I've picked Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah,
purely...
he's done really well there. I mean, it's been a toss up between Pep, Rodgers, and Moyes so far out of the ones we've done. Fantastic, but kind of tell us, what's he done with this Leicester side to keep them up there in the Champions League race again this season?
Well, he's made them play as a team. They're like a family unit. That a lot of people wrote Iheanacho off last season, and look at him and Vardy. They seem to link up really well whenever they play. Vardy hasn't been scoring in the last however many games it's been, but Iheanacho's been chipping in, and Vardy's been assisting him and been part of everything. I just think they haven't leaked that many goals. If they've been beaten, it ain't been by many. And to win the FA Cup, which a lot of Chelsea fans would say controversially, because they think that they should have had an equaliser, but there you go.
Yeah, I think he's got a well-oiled machine running there with some really gone under the radar players. I mean, these players: Soyuncu, Evans, who's in your team, Vardy, as we all know, these players, and he's got some really, I mean, not average players, but some not fantastic players, Champions League level, and put them all together and just found a fantastic bond of a team, and they work for each other, and they are a fantastic team.
Yeah, even Perez has had his moments this season.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fantastic oiled machine there over at Leicester, and I hope they get Champions League, but we'll just have to wait and see, because we're recording this the morning Sunday of the last day of the Premier League season. But there is Gary's team. So we went through the team, and to manage it is Brendan Rodgers. But there we go. Thank you very much, Gary, for coming on.
Thank you. Speak to you later. Bye.
Thank you. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll be back very soon for the team of the season. Come on, you guys.